In the time of scarcity and problem, everything is analyzed. There was a time in America, no president, not to talk of a democratic president, will think of touching Medicaid, or touching social welfare. But when crisis arises, everything is on the cutting board. When your income diminishes in your house, all of a sudden, you sit down with your wife and say, we got to figure this thing out. Everything is on the cutting table. And we humans are the same way. When time of trouble comes, we start evaluating everything in our life. And unfortunately, now even Christians are starting to evaluate the fact that God is with them. We've had prayer section here. I've had people talk to me and almost ask, is God real? Is God alive? If God is real, how come He's not answering our prayer? If God is real, how come things are not happening the way it should happen? And God's methodology never changes. If I was Jesus, when they were hanging him on the tree, the chief priests and those who crucified him, they said, if you are the Son of God, come down from that tree and we will believe you. Pontius Pilate said, are you the Son of God? There were so many people who asked questions that, are you really who you claim you are? If I was Jesus, when I rose up on the third day, I will go to their bed and tap them and freak them out. I will wake them up and scare them to life. I will say, I'm here, check out the nail print. But you will realize that Jesus has nothing to prove to anybody. Never has and never will. The only people who appear to are those who believed him. So if you are in trouble now, and you reverse back to those Pharisees who say, we are from the show me state, prove to me that you are God, he will never descend to your level and prove to you that he is God. Why? The Bible said, he that cometh to God must believe that he is. But he didn't tell us what he is. That he is. And it's a rewarder of those that diligently seek him. So for you to see God in this hard time, you must stop questioning the fact that God is. And that God is a present help in time of need. God only appeared to those who believe he is. He appeared to Mary. He appeared to the apostle. And he appeared before those who believed him and were expecting him. So as tough as times is now, this is not the time to doubt the validity of who God is in your life. This is the time for you to say, Lord, I know you made some great promises in my life. Right now, I'm not seeing the manifestation, but I will trust you. I will believe you. And I expect you to perform what you have promised. And then you get into the spirit of expectation. You wake up every morning expecting the goodness of God in your life. And eventually, if it doesn't show up today, you wake up expecting it. And before you know it, you start seeing the crumbs of his blessing in your life. We actually took a story from chapter 32 of the book of Genesis. And the place that is so relevant there is after Jacob sent somebody to go and tell his brother that I'm coming back home, blessed beyond measure. And the errand boy came back and told him, we told your brother that you're on your way back, and your brother is coming to meet you with 400 men. First of all, I'm like, how does the boy count? I guess Esau must have had those guys marching in a group of 20 or 50. So the guy was able to count how many groups. And he saw that this guy is coming to meet his brother with an army. When family are doing reunion, you don't bring the bodyguard. So here is a guy coming to meet his brother with a troop. And Jacob remember how he left. And the Bible, the title we are using today says he was afraid and distressed. That would have been normal. If not that, based on what we are teaching today, you need to understand, as I said earlier, that God want to be with you in trouble. God, as we know him in the Bible, is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But the very first time God ever spoke to Jacob was in chapter 28 of Genesis. That was after Jacob took the inheritance that belonged to his brother. We don't have time to go into that because I didn't believe he took it. There was a day Esau, the elder brother, came home from work and he was hungry. And he saw Jacob cooking. And he asked Jacob for some food. And Jacob, either jokingly or seriously, says, I will not give you any food unless you sell me your birthright. And that one disdainfully treated his birthright. He said, what is my birthright to me when I'm dying of hunger? So he vowed to him, said, you can have my position as the firstborn. So if you willingly give up your birthright, your inheritance, why should you be mad when the blessing that was supposed to be on you, your father gave it to your junior brother? So, but that's not the issue we are discussing today. But what happened there is that when Jacob took the blessing that was supposed to be on Esau, Esau vowed that as soon as their father dies, he's going to kill Jacob. The mother overheard that and told Jacob, you need to go over to my other's family, which are still in Mesopotamia. Go live with them because Esau is planning to kill you. So he was on the run from his brother Esau. And he ran as far as he could go that day before it was dark. And the Bible says he slept and he had a dream. And in the dream, he saw a pillar, a ladder reaching to the heavens. And he saw angels of God ascending and descending. And he saw God. And that was the first time he saw God. And God spoke to him. And God spoke to him while he was in trouble. He was not running because he was going on vacation. He was running to escape with his life. What are you dealing with today? Are you expecting God to meet you at your point of need? God met him at his point of need and spoke a blessing over him. And he told him, where you are going, I will go with you. And I will make sure I bring you back to this land. Because this land is where your blessing will be. You need to understand that the enemy want to dislodge you from wherever God want to plant you. You need to understand that all the enemy can do is to frustrate you from maintaining your position and your place of blessing. So God knows that the enemy was trying to chase Jacob from his place of blessing.